Looking back on my fitness journey, I can see a lot of things that I did wrong, and I understand today what I could have done differently. But it wasn't really my fault, and more just a lack of knowledge. And every day in the gym, I see people making the exact same mistakes, especially younger dudes, and they're leaving potential gains on the table. But that's why I made this video, so you guys can learn early and save time by not making the exact same mistakes as me. So I've put together the top 3 things you need to stop doing while you're lifting and what you can do instead to improve it. So listen up, because I think I'm going to save you a lot of wasted time. And that really is the biggest mistake, just wasting time in general. When it comes to building a good physique, more isn't always better. And the first thing that you can do to stop this is to reduce your sets per exercise. Now, you will still need enough sets to actually stimulate growth, but on a daily basis, I see people way overdoing it. If I ask you how many sets you have left and you say 6, I'm gonna launch a barbell at you. But in all seriousness, I'd say stick to around 2 to 3 heavy sets and perform them with intensity. Try getting close to failure and do your best to feel the muscle working. Mind-muscle connection plays a major role in growth, as you don't want other muscle groups taking over completely. 5 sets is, in my opinion, way too much, and you won't be able to give each set the intensity that it requires. Giving a few sets 100% has paid off way more for me when I started doing it. And to bounce right off of that point, another mistake I see is people doing way too many exercises for the same muscle group. I've seen guys hit bench press, dumbbell press, machine press, and then push-ups all in the same chest session. And the reality is, all of those exercises are just variations of each other. They train the same muscle in relatively the same motion, and you run into similar problems as I mentioned before. Way too much volume to a muscle will damage its ability to recover and therefore grow. Overstimulation won't make you grow quicker and may even make you put on muscle slower. And you've probably seen massive bodybuilders training this way, with such high volume, but the truth is, a lot of them take gear. Steroids allow them to have an unnatural recovery rate, and that allows them to handle that style of training. But for us natties, it just won't work in the long term. So what I do is pick about 3 exercises for a muscle group. For example, on a chest day, I'd do a flat press, an incline press, and some sort of fly variation. And honestly, if done with proper intensity, that's going to be plenty. And the third and final thing that's holding people back is just wasting time between sets. I've seen a group of 7 dudes loitering around a machine while one of them half-asses the reps mid-conversation. Keep the flow of your training going, having a few minutes of rest between sets, maybe a bit more if it's a compound lift. But 15 minutes between a set while all the homies hit one is excessive. You're going to lose the pump and you won't be going into each of your sets with the right mindset. So have enough rest, but don't go crazy. Not to mention, someone else is probably waiting to use that bench press you and the boys have built a settlement around for the last 45 minutes. Changing to training like I actually had a purpose really made a big difference to my results. So if you feel like you aren't seeing the progress that you want, try this out and let me know how it goes. And if you're looking for even more advice about how to train with real intensity, check out my video on screen right now. And that's it. Love you guys. Peace.